Hello and welcome to another update video about Ethereum. Yeah, today with a bit of a red day. Yeah, Ethereum did not break out to the upside of the small triangle we talked about earlier today. Thereby it invalidated one of the wave counts here, and we take a look at that in a minute. Overall, there are still two possibilities. So let me just explain that dip today, I mean, it's really only here 3.3% here on TradingView to the downside. This does not change anything in the higher level view. Yeah, I told you very clearly in the previous videos that only a move below 1560 would invalidate the current scenario here, where we focus on higher. A move below 1560 will take us probably, and that's always likelihoods and probabilities in these markets, will probably take us into this area here. That is between 1230 and 1440. Yeah, so this is really the important level, 1560. Yes, of course, if we drop a little bit and we invalidate here some of those micro counts, that can always happen in the daily volatility. And unfortunately, it took one of the waves out. So we zoom in a minute. But any of the volatile stuff that happens here in between does not really have an impact on the overall scenario here, which is still bullish at the moment. Yeah, and let me explain, even a move into this area would be bullish. It is just the, let's say, less bullish scenario, because here we go down first in this wave 2 and would then reverse to the upside. So again, primary expectation at the moment is still to go higher. Alternative is to get into this area and then go higher and start a real rally from here. If this doesn't happen now, that we come down into this green area and then go up, then it will happen at a later stage. Yeah, this correction in a larger wave 2 is always going to happen, but it will only happen as soon as the overall impulsive wave structure here is complete. And this overall impulsive wave structure could theoretically now be complete. Yeah, we talked about that in previous videos. That's why I've already taken some profits. But it's not guaranteed yet, and I think we will only get clarity about that if we drop below 1560. So I already said how I play this. I already started to take profits. I'm taking profits in chunks, and channel members can see on Discord how I do that. And my reasoning behind this is, yes, very well, we can go higher, and as we go higher I will take more profits. At some point this impulse will be over, because either it is over already and we're now coming down, then I've taken some profits. I'm happy to leave some stuff in the trade. Yeah, some of the coins, basically I'm holding on to some of them, the majority at the moment though. And then I will accumulate again in this area, because afterwards I would expect a wave 3 to the upside that could take us way above $2,000, maybe even above 2,500, to be honest, quite likely above 2,500. And if we go higher now, yeah, then I will just take profits in chunks and will then buy back later again. Yeah, so this correction it will happen, because even if that move up is not yet complete and the impulse, then we are already quite close. Yeah, of course this can go still to 2,000, maybe even higher, but that's just the part of the uncertainty that we are looking at here. Nothing is guaranteed in these markets, so a good strategy and risk management I think are always very important. So that's how I play it at the moment. Both scenarios that I'm following are bullish. The bearish scenario, however, I'm still giving a 35% probability, as I mentioned before. This will only go down further if we, or as soon as we finish this first impulse to the upside, and will come down in an ABC pattern, finish here the wave 2 off, and then see a first smaller impulse on a lower time frame to the upside that will indicate that indeed this is working out, a wave 1, a wave 2, and then the wave 3 rally to the upside. Only then I can reduce the bearish probabilities. A bearish scenario would suggest that we still can see a lower low below $880. But primarily we're focusing on higher here at the moment. Imminently, my primary expectation is still that we've completed here a wave 1, a wave 2, a wave 3, a wave 4, and we're now in the 5th wave to the upside. That this 5th wave is not yet complete. If we zoom in, this is sort of the really micro count here. these, I always say it, these can get invalidated quite easily due to the daily volatility in the crypto market. We followed here so far a wave 1 to the from that low in this green reversal area. We followed in an impulsive move up in a wave 1. We've come down in a 2, that's still valid. We've moved up in a 1, we've come down in a 2 here, valid. We've moved up in a 1, come down in a 2, valid. Moved up in a 1, came down in a 2, valid. Now here the wave 3 and 4 count is invalid. It cannot be anymore a wave 3 and 4. And to be honest, I can't at the moment really tell you what it is. I would like to see a little bit further price action, because a few things can happen here. Now, if we count this as an ABC, in my opinion, this was an impulsive move up. That's why I highlighted it as a wave 3 before. And this at the moment is a corrective move down. So in a wave C, basically a wave C in itself is an impulse as well. And it would suggest what we're doing here at the moment is we're currently coming down. We had here in the wave C a wave 1 done, a wave 2 done. We are now in the wave 3 because it's so long and strong. So a wave C basically is a 5-wave move. So it could be that we've seen this here. That's currently my assumption. 2, that might be a 3, could be complete now, then a 4 and a 5. Yeah, and this would still be part of this imminently bullish scenario. However, it would not be a wave 3-4, it would be another 1-2 setup in this scenario. Okay, as long as we are holding here 1692, this is possible. Now if we look at the Fibonacci retracements, is it also likely? Well, we're still holding above the 88.7% Fib level. Ideally, you want to hold above that. I mean, theoretically, you can come down to the 1692, but if we drop below 1706, it will already get very unlikely that this is still this scenario. Yeah, so there's a real risk and a chance that we are going to go below the 1692 now, because we have, for now, I can only count 3 waves down. Yeah. Therefore, the risk is we take out that 1692. What would happen then? Then I need to think about, and it depends a bit on the structure. I can't tell you straight away, but I will update this chart as soon as possible, so channel members will be able to see any changes here even before I make a video. It could then be that we just have to go here to the higher level wave count in this 1, 2, and then this would be another 1, 2, all of this. Yeah, I need to see the structure. Or this is a 1, and we have not yet completed the wave 2. That this wave 2 will be over here. That all of this was just a wave A. This was a wave B. That's absolutely possible. A, B, C in a wave B, and we're now coming down in the C. That is possible as well. Now I can't put all sorts of different counts here on the chart. Need to, sometimes you just have the moments in the charts where you just have to wait. To be fair, the impulsiveness of what is happening here in this move down in the wave C suggests to me we could come down a bit lower. We're obviously fighting again with the $1,700 level, so keep an eye on that. That's an important support. At the moment, for me, two main possibilities. Okay, so just to summarize that, one possibility is that this here is just at the moment another 1-2 setup. Now this gets unlikely at some point because we really have a lot of 1-2 setups in here, and to be honest, that gets for me a little bit too bullish. Yeah, because these eventually all will result in a wave 3 and so on. So that is for me a little bit too bullish, but at the moment I can keep it on the chart because it's at the moment valid. But bear in mind, this could easily get invalidated if we go below 1692. I think if we go below 1692, the way I would see this is that alternatively the wave 2 is over here, so I keep that an alternative 2. That then here this is not a 1-2 1-2, this is alternatively a wave A. No, sorry, one sec. This here was the wave A then, because you did the wave 1 here, you came down in the A, we came up in the overshooting wave B, and sorry for everybody if that gets a bit too complicated now, but I try to show you the alternatives here at the moment. and then this would be the alternative C. Yeah, basically belonging here to the alternative wave 2, which I make yellow so it's a bit clearer as well. No, maybe I don't make it yellow because then it will just get confusing. I think I'll just keep it the same. Yeah, and then I make this same color. So yeah, you can get these overshooting waves B, wave Bs. They are rare, but they do happen. So this is sort of the possibilities at the moment. Yeah, and basically another 1-2 as highlighted here is for me a little bit unrealistic because it would just supercharge the chart even more. I think more realistic would be that indeed we've just seen here the wave 1 and 2 as we had it on the chart before. No, sorry, the wave 1 here as we had it on the chart before. This was a wave A, this was a wave B, and this was the wave C, and that the wave 2 actually didn't finish here, that this was only the wave A, that the wave 2 actually will finish here. Now to finish, it needs to hold above it would need to hold above 1659, and from here we could then move up in a wave 3. So that's sort of how I would see it at the moment. Yeah. From here then we would move up at the moment primarily. That would be the expectation, but we need to wait now a little bit. It's a bit unclear what's happening here at the moment. Sometimes you just have to wait for those structures to play out, and there is uncertainty sometimes in those markets. Yeah, so from here then we would expect the move up. Yeah, and at the latest it should not drop in this scenario. Yeah, it should not drop below that 1670, yeah, 1669 here. Yeah, we are here looking at those small accounts, obviously. Yeah, so yeah, I understand it can get confusing with all these 1-2s, but what can I do? You know, it's written in the chart. This is what it is. We have then here that 1-2 definitely, that 1-2, that 1-2. And the question here is just, was that a 1-2 already, or will the wave 2 be over here? Okay, and that would allow us to dip a little bit lower, or we have here this 1-2 and another 1-2, which just would be much more bullish, but it would also get a little bit less realistic because it would just supercharge this chart anymore. So what you now need to understand, you've got the $1,700 level as key support, just a higher level important support on the ETH chart. Just below that we've got this 1692 level, important to hold for the 1-2 more bullish scenario, and then we have to hold the 1670 level to not invalidate this scenario. Now if we go below that, we can always fall back here to the 1560 level and then just start from there again. Okay, but again, if we go below 1560, it's looking like all of this was just a corrective wave up and we're going to come down straight away. These possibilities just exist, and with this video you should be prepared for both of them, and you should know what will happen if certain conditions are fulfilled, at least what will happen with the highest likelihood. All right, and that's my update about ETH. Hopefully you liked the update. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment, subscribe, and if you really like the content, then check out the channel membership. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye bye.